So in today's session, we're going to be focusing on the use of the non-dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, that'd be your left hand, left-handed, your right. And making sure that there is discipline in how you use this arm. This helps you get consistent spacing from the ball, which in turn makes your forehand more repeatable, more consistent, and more of a weapon. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be going through the different drills that I used with Alex to try and make his forehand even better. Cool. So the first thing we're going to look at is like an advanced bit of position zero.
Okay.
So zero, obviously, getting racket located behind the line of the ball and stopping. So you're at zero when you've got strings lined up behind the incoming ball, feet have set, and you're now adapting to whatever situation you're in and picking your sensation. Yeah? The bit where you go wrong is your left arm discipline. As you're getting across to the ball, you start to split apart and this starts to open early, which is why, especially remember yesterday when we were doing the whips, you tend to come across because you come quite open, and it's because your left arm comes off early and kind of goes a bit floppy. So if you can keep your left hand on the racket longer, so you keep these together rather than letting it drift apart until you've set, but then even as your racket moves away to start a sensation, this arm stays. It's not apart and move, because you're almost starting to rotate before you even played the shot. Yeah? So left arm, you want to exaggerate it, or right arm for you obviously, exaggerate it, keep it on the racket longer so it's stretched, because as soon as that right arm is tight, you engage your sling system along your back, so you'll actually get rotational speed. All right? Nice. Adapted nicely. So, we'll keep your racket in your hand a bit longer. There it is. Yes. Nice hands. Work. It's good. Feel better? Because straight away it's so much tidier, and like the first few I let go as they kind of went over hit, because similar to when we were doing the down, it's like the intensity level just jumps because suddenly it's your body's actually engaged, and as soon as you have this tight, your actual rotational sling system in your body is actually engaged, so you naturally just start doing more. And like when you're doing your shadow swings, you are like back here, you never go back there. But suddenly it feels like, yes, that's what I want. The same from when you were getting low.
Is there something that you feel for you initiates any movement, or just when it's going forward it all moves?
It's directly linked to the sensation choice, right? So I'm always going to get set behind the ball here with this tight. If I'm pushing, well then it's probably not going to really change much, because I'm going to stay very much here. If I was whipping, then it's going to really come through and pull me round. But that's not a conscious choice. That's not a conscious, it's not a conscious biomechanical change. It's a conscious input into my body saying, I want to execute this shot. But by having this tight in the setup allows loads more of those sensations to happen naturally and better. Which is exactly what started to happen. River, in it comes, set. Yeah, hold it in your hand for longer. Hold, 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 fire. That's it. Space. Yeah, again on that one, as you went around, you drifted away. So just keep racket locked into your right hand for longer till you've stopped. Then play it, and your racket speed will naturally go faster because you'll just give yourself less time. Yeah, shut. Nice. Hold, hold, hold. Fire. Yes. Too slow. So you go. Shut. So that level of discipline to hold is especially difficult when the ball is slow. So if you go back to that original problem of playing those high, slow, deep, kind of boring balls, the thing that happens is you either get overly frustrated and start trying to just smack everything, where your racket is then preparing before you've got to zero, because you think, oh, it's slow and easy, so I can just go for it. Or B, your sensational choices don't match and you end up almost copying what you got. So the ball comes in slowly, so suddenly your racket prepares slowly. So what normally is, say, a brush at like that speed becomes a brush at that speed. So they just sail along. And it's like almost like trying to be safe and careful. We want to avoid, but we can't. That's such like a basic kind of mentality to be like, oh yeah, commit to your shots, but it's commit to the sensation that you're going for. And if that means you're just rolling it, fine, but then you'll just roll it in. As opposed to some of those shorter ones, just because the ball's slow and you've got time, if you get set, you can still rip it. Because because you're in a position where you feel comfortable to do it. If you don't feel comfortable, then you wouldn't choose it. What you don't want to do is like slow down, because then you're hacking into a normal shot to try and match what's coming. But that's the hardest thing, the discipline of those long kind of loopier rallies, is to hold until you actually set, and then to just execute what you pick. And not be torn into like, well, I should do this because it's slow, or I should do this because I'm bored.
I know what you mean by being sucked into the pace. You're also almost lazy as well.
Suddenly, well, that's what we said yesterday, right? You're more likely to kind of reset out of the point and mentally and emotionally check out because it's going on for so long and so slowly. So that's so staying down and committing to getting to zero, and that discipline of not letting it start to drift into selections before you've got there. So I'll mix up my pace and try and don't let that impact too much what you then do. Slower one. Yeah, so much better. Held it for longer. Yeah, so you started to drift back slow. Rather than just waiting that little bit longer and then accelerate the whole way through. You kind of started to rip it. Shut. Slow again. When you pick your sensation, especially when it's an attacking one, you commit to doing that up and through the ball, especially through the ball, as opposed to off it. Because the ones that you miss is just when you pull across rather than playing through. You just got to go, whether you're brushing, whipping, ripping, you're doing that through the ball primarily rather than off it. Hold, hold, hold. Yeah, good. Held it nicely on the backhand. Set. Yeah, a little bit early. Hold it, set, fire. Good. And again, hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah. That short one's the one where that ball gets missed so often from players moving up, preparing the racket already. Just getting set. Set. Yes, that one. It's like the contact so fleeting, so thin. Play through Yeah. More front foot, and again, hold it, discipline. Yeah. Again, you never stopped. So if you didn't stop, you were never set. If you were never set, you can't attack. So therefore, it should have been this, right?
Yeah,
Pop up and just gone. All right, I'll put it over there.
yeah. Okay, that's.
I think you could have set.
Yeah,
I think you could have stopped, and then that shot probably would have been in. Yeah. So, shot. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Fire. Yeah, again, drifted around a bit. Is your electrical tape coming off? Hold it, hold it, hold it. That's lovely. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. Shot. Hold it. Yep. It's good. When you play like that and keep your racket that much close to the ball for that much longer, it literally looks like you're never going to miss.
Really?
I'm suddenly looking at it going, because there's just there's so little to go wrong. So using that non-dominant hand really helps build consistency. Now, if you can have your left arm out on the racket for longer, making sure you're right behind them before it drifts away, you get two benefits. The first one is your racket will have to swing quicker to actually make the shot because you're waiting for the ball a little bit longer. And secondly, you'll have consistent distance and more rotational ability because that left arm is locked out and across. So if you struggle with your forehand, if you make loads of unforced errors, chances are, and the ball spraying all over the place, you're probably not getting in the same place every time, you're not getting to zero, you're not getting your bracket behind the ball, and non-dominant hand or left arm discipline is one of the best ways, the most common ways to fix that problem. So next time you're playing, have a try. Keep your left hand on the racket, keep your racket behind the ball for as long as you can, and see if your game improves. Now, if you enjoyed that tip and you want to see more, don't worry, we have another video coming in this series of lessons with Alex where we start to work on approaching the net with slice. So watch out for that lesson next week and we'll see you soon.